Roman Reigns resigns from WWE after cancer returns. Heartbreaking announcement shocks WWE Universe. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. Ladies and gentlemen, the WWE Universe has just been rocked to its very core. A beloved champion, a warrior who has fought battles inside and outside the ring, is stepping away once again. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, has announced his resignation from WWE as he courageously begins another battle, this time, not for gold, not for power, but for his life. This is the heart-wrenching story of Roman Reigns, and his fight with cancer. The announcement. It was supposed to be a regular Friday Night SmackDown. Fans packed into the arena, the lights were bright, and the crowd was roaring, waiting to see what the tribal chief had in store next. But what they got was not what anyone could have prepared for. Midway through the show, the arena lights dimmed. A hush fell over the crowd. Roman Reigns' entrance music hit, but it wasn't with the usual fire and fury. It was slow, it was solemn, and Roman walked out, not with Paul Heyman, not with Solo Sikoa, but alone. The tribal chief didn't raise the title high. He didn't hold up the one. He walked to the ring with eyes that told a deeper story. A man who had faced battles far greater than wrestling matches. He took a mic and stood in the middle of the ring, and for a moment, there was only silence. Then he said, "This isn't easy. I've always been honest with you. I've always stood in this ring and gave you everything. And that's why tonight, I have to tell you something very personal. My name is Joe, and once again, I am battling leukemia." The crowd gasped. Some fans began crying instantly. Others shouted words of support. Roman paused. He looked around the arena, visibly holding back tears. "I beat it before. I came back stronger. I stood at the head of the table. But now, the fight has returned. And this time, I'm not sure how long I'll be gone. I'm stepping away from WWE, effective immediately." The arena went completely still. Roman Reigns, the cornerstone of the last decade of WWE, the man who main evented 4 straight WrestleManias, was leaving. Not because of injury, not because of contract disputes, but because his life depended on it. The locker room reacts. Backstage, the atmosphere was unlike anything WWE had seen in years. Seth Rollins was seen sitting alone, head in his hands. "I've known Joe since FCW, Seth said in a behind-the-scenes WWE.com interview. "He's not just a wrestler. He's our brother, my brother." Becky Lynch, visibly emotional, said, "Roman is one of the strongest people I've ever known. If anyone can beat this again, it's him. We're going to be with him every step of the way." John Cena took to Twitter, posting, "Roman Reigns is a true warrior. My heart and strength go out to him. Respect always. #thank you Roman." Paul Heyman, the ever-loyal wise man, broke character in a backstage segment. "I've never served a man more noble, more courageous than Roman Reigns. This is bigger than titles. Bigger than WrestleMania. This is about life. And life must be cherished." The Bloodline storyline that captivated fans for nearly 3 years came to a dramatic halt. WWE announced that all future creative plans involving Roman Reigns would be put on indefinite hold. A look back at his first fight. To understand the weight of this announcement, we must remember Roman's first battle with leukemia. In October 2018, Roman Reigns shocked the WWE Universe by revealing that he had been living with leukemia for over a decade, and that it had returned. It was one of the most emotional nights in WWE history. "I've been living with leukemia for 11 years. And unfortunately, it's back, but I'm not retiring. I'm going to beat this. And beat it." He did. Just 4 months later, in February 2019, Roman returned to WWE, announcing that he was in remission. The fans welcomed him back with open arms. That journey inspired millions. It turned skeptics into supporters. It made Roman Reigns not just a performer, but a hero. And now, in 2025, that battle returns. How the WWE locker room is responding. Triple H issued an emotional statement from WWE headquarters. "Roman Reigns is more than a superstar. He is family. He has led WWE through some of its most turbulent times, and now, we will be here for him. He has our full support, and when he's ready, the door will always be open. Cody Rhodes posted, I was supposed to finish my story against Roman. But right now, the only story that matters is Roman winning this war. Beat it, brother. Even former rivals like Brock Lesnar made private contact with Roman, offering support. Rhea Ripley posted a heartfelt photo of Roman hugging her after her title win, with the caption, "We love you, Chief. Stay strong." AEW's Chris Jericho even posted, "Roman's a fighter. Real-life fights are what matter most. Sending prayers to Joe and his family. Roman's impact isn't just on the screen. It's in the hearts of everyone he's worked with." Fans pour in support. Fans around the world began trending #ThankYouRoman and #Pray for Reigns within minutes of the announcement. Murals popped up in cities like Atlanta, Los Angeles, and even internationally in London and Tokyo. Massive banners at WWE events were seen saying, "The head of the table will always eat. Roman Reigns equals real fighter." WWE released a special edition Roman Reigns t-shirt, with proceeds going to leukemia research. It sold out in 3 hours. Fans shared stories online of how Roman's 2019 comeback inspired them during their own medical battles. A young fan named Jacob, currently fighting leukemia himself, posted a video saying, "Roman, you beat it before, I will too. You're my hero." Roman reposted it with the comment, "You got this, champ. We're in this together." Roman's final locker room speech. Before he left the WWE Performance Center, Roman gathered the entire roster. Everyone, rookies, veterans, production crew, and even Vince McMahon's replacements, stood in silence. Roman looked around, smiled, and said, "I've carried the torch, and I've loved every second. But it's time to pass it on. Not just to one person, but to all of you. Every single one of you has the power to step up, to make history, and to inspire. That's what this business is. It's about moments. It's about leaving a legacy. And mine isn't over. I'll fight this. I'll win. And when I do, maybe I'll come back home." The room erupted in applause. There wasn't a dry eye. The future of WWE without Roman. With Roman stepping away, WWE faces a major shift. Titles will be vacated, storylines rewritten. But more than that, there's an emotional hole, because Roman Reigns wasn't just a top guy, he was the guy. Triple H announced that an honorary Roman Reigns Cup will be introduced annually, awarded to the superstar who embodies leadership, resilience, and strength. The first Roman Reigns Cup will be held at SummerSlam 2025. There is also talk of renaming the WWE Performance Center training ring to the Reigns Ring. The fans, the industry, and the locker room all agree, Roman's legacy is untouchable. Roman's message to the fans. From his home